Hasambe baya memes,
Hasambe baya memes,
hasambe baya memes.
hasambe baya memes, hasambe baya memes.
On February 11, 2012, we arrived in Burkina Faso to join Hilary in her small rural village, where she serves as a healthcare consultant for the Peace Corps. One of the greatest challenges her villagers face is a type of malnutrition called kwashiorkor, a word from Ghana that literally means the disease that the first child gets when the new child is born. These are the children who are breastfed until they are about 2 years old and their mom gets pregnant again. Then they are rapidly weaned and moved immediately to a diet of complex carbohydrates, a traditional baby porridge, which is comprised of nothing more than boiled flour and water. Their little baby stomachs aren't ready to process these complex carbohydrates, so they get their body's minimum energy and calorie requirements met, but receive no proteins and very limited vitamins. They have a very unbalanced diet. The good news is that the condition is reversible. The bad news is that the mothers don't yet know that they are the cause of their child's malnutrition. Therefore, when a training on nutrition is offered, they see no value in attending. With this in mind, we built Knitting for Nutrition as an incentive program. The concept is simple. When a Burkinabe mom attends a training seminar on infant health and nutrition, her baby receives a free pair of hand-knitted booties. We shared our idea with knitters around the world who responded in compassion and generosity. In North America, Europe, and the Middle East, knitters and crocheters heard the call to arms and stitched more than 1,000 pairs of booties. While I was organizing this part of the project, Hilary tackled the problem of malnutrition. She took a traditional Burkinabe baby porridge recipe, which consists of millet, which mothers grind into flour using a large mortar and pestle. The mothers then boil this flour with water and feed it to their babies. With some experimenting and the advice of others in the healthcare field, Hilary figured out how to enrich the porridge using peanut and white bean flour in addition to the traditional millet flour. This would give the babies protein and fats that they were lacking. Next came the addition of sugar, oil, and moringa, a local plant leaf, which is high in antioxidants and vitamins. All these ingredients comprised a completely balanced dish for little baby tummies, and it tasted good too. In preparation for seminars, we ground the beans and peanuts ourselves, using the traditional Burkinabe mortar and pestle. It was time-consuming and intense work, and we did this because we wanted to experience exactly what we were asking the mothers to do. Our goal was to present something that was culturally honoring of traditional foods and preparation methods. We were merely suggesting additional ingredients that grow locally and are used in many other traditional foods. The teaching portion of each seminar took place in the local dialect, with nurses demonstrating how to make the enriched porridge, as well as talking about vaccinations and infant health. Hilary made large visual aids to show the women how nutritional their traditional foods can be when paired together to create a balanced diet. We then demonstrated the enriched porridge, which we cooked in the traditional method, in a large pot over a fire. Women each received samples of the porridge, which they fed to their babies using the only spoon they had, their finger. We printed certificates of completion for each of our attendees, which in Burkinabe culture are a symbol of achievement and a great source of pride. As the nurses taught on nutrition, we sat in the back and handwrote each attendee's name on their certificate, which was presented with a pair of hand-stitched baby booties at the end of each seminar. During our trip, we covered approximately 10 villages, handing out more than 430 pairs of booties. Hilary received follow-on invitation from other villages who heard about the success of Knitting for Nutrition and wished to host their own local seminars. She has enough remaining booties to deliver several more seminars. In addition, we set aside a number of booties to be sent to the local healthcare center. In rural villages, with no electricity and no running water, the conditions of home births are unsanitary, risking health complications to both baby and mother. So the local healthcare center will give a pair of booties as a gift to every mom who chooses to give birth there rather than at home. Every time we did a seminar, I was amazed to see women walking from great distances because they had heard that we would be cooking food and giving away booties. Children with their large, malnourished bellies sat around our fire, patiently waiting for a sample of porridge. I thought about my own family and how it brings me joy to cook for them and to care for them. And I realized that these precious Burkinabe moms and babies are not just my global neighbors. They are my sisters, my nieces, my nephews. They are my family. And so, under a large tree in Africa, we taught, we cooked, we sang and we danced, and we fed them. Because when our global family is in need, this is how we answer the call.